On this 50-point inspection, I have Sunshine Grave, which is an IPA coming in at 7.2% ABV. It's from Proclamation in collaboration with Dssolvr Brewing Company. Proclamation is out of Warwick, Rhode Island, and Dssolvr is out of Asheville, North Carolina. This beer is just under 2 months old and was gifted to me from East Coast LQ Reviews, Tanner. So I appreciate it. I found this one in the bottom of my fridge. It got pushed back to the back, but it hasn't been too long since you gave it to me. Anyway, it's only been like 3 weeks or so. So, all right, let's go ahead and crack into this one and let the dog in. Start this inspection. Right, the head on this, nice tight bubbles, frothy head. It is a little bit of like a creamy white head. Color of the beer itself is a real deep, like blood orange and hazy. Aromas, a little bit floral and slightly citrusy. I'd say a touch of guava, tangerine, floral. Hidden amount of grapefruit. It's not a big old juicy grapefruit, but I would say just a little bit of a hidden grapefruit in there. A little bit of malt sweetness. Yeah, a little bit zesty as well. So it is kind of on the earthier side of the fruits. Even if they are more of a citrus fruit with a tangerine type thing, citrus action, they seem kind of a little bit darker, not as vibrant, bright. So, all right, let's dive into this one. Cheers. Medium body. The carbonation on this thing is pretty high. It's got high prickly carbonation to it. Which distracts from the mouthfeel a little bit, because on the finish it does have that kind of smooth mouthfeel going down, but when it's on your palate, when it's in there, it's pretty effervescent. A little bit of some caramel, bread type notes out of the malt. Guava. There's a touch of like a citrus in there. I would say kind of pushes towards like lime or whatnot. A little bit floral. A moderate bitterness to this one. It does lean towards pine for the finish. There's somewhat of a tangerine-like note in there. Kind of a soft orange. A little bit of graininess, some grassiness as well. All right, let's put down a score. Okay, for the appearance, nice lacing. It's a decent appearance. Like I've said before, I do prefer the lighter shade of IPAs when they start getting darker. I don't know. I just don't find them as appealing to the eye, but I'll still give it the 6 out of 6 for appearance. It is still a nice looking beer. aromas on this one, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. For the flavors, I'm going to go with a 14 out of 19. A little bit of that kind of grassy graininess tailing in there kind of distracts a little bit. And yeah, just the kind of the hops. I was hoping more of the kind of juicier notes might come through. And so this one's kind of down there, a bit earthier. Yeah, I mean, you're getting some of the floral note. You're getting like a slight guava type note. A little bit of like a softer orange tangerine type flavor, but it's just not. It's not bright. It's not bright and juicy. More down and dirty, and then it does go into that piney bitterness. It's not harsh at all, but about a 14 out of 19 for those flavors. The body, it's a medium body. It's nice. Carbonation, like I said, does distract a little bit in the beginning, but not that often that you find a super carbonated beverage like this much anymore. So it's interesting. It still kind of works. 5 out of 5 for the body. My overall for this one, it's more or less a standard type American IPA. Getting the pine, it's got some malt character to it with the kind of bread and caramel notes. But throwing it into that category, it's definitely not one of the better American IPAs I've had. 7.2% ABV. I mean, that's not detectable as alcohol in the palate at all, or any warming sensation. So good with that. But 7 out of 10 for my overall in this one, which is going to leave the Sunshine Grave with the Proclamation collaboration with Dssolvr Brewing with a BuMpY 40 out of 50, which is going to leave this as a good beer. So just want to say cheers to Tanner, thank you, and cheers to you all for watching.